You think you're smart? Wait until you hear about the feathered Einsteins of the animal kingdom. Crows aren't just birds. They're geniuses with wings. And today, I'm going to share some facts so mind-blowing, you'll never look at a crow the same way again. We're talking about tool-making that rivals early humans, memory that puts us to shame, and problem-solving skills that would make a primate jealous. Stick around, because the last fact will completely change your perception of what it means to be intelligent. First up, let's talk about their incredible tool-making abilities. We used to think using tools was a uniquely human trait, but crows shattered that idea. New Caledonian crows, in particular, are master craftsmen. They don't just find a stick and poke it at things. No, they meticulously fashion their own tools. They'll take a twig and carefully trim off side branches, then carve the end into a perfect hook. Why? To expertly fish out juicy grubs from deep inside logs. They can even make tools out of leaves, carefully tearing them to create a serrated edge for specific tasks. Imagine having the foresight and skill to design and build a custom tool for your next meal. That's a level of planning and dexterity that is incredibly rare in the animal kingdom. It's not just instinct, it's engineering. Ready for number 2? Crows have an unbelievable memory, especially for faces. If you've ever been mean to a crow, be warned. They remember, and they hold a grudge. Scientists at the University of Washington conducted a fascinating experiment. Researchers wore specific masks while they captured and banded crows. Later, when they walked through the same area wearing the masks, the crows went nuts. They started scolding and dive-bombing the mean mask wearers. What's even crazier, they taught other crows to be wary of that face. Crows that were uneven there during the initial capture learned to recognize and harass the person in the mask. This means they have a sophisticated way of communicating threats. On the flip side, they also remember kindness. If you're the person who leaves them snacks, they'll recognize you as a friend and might even start leaving you little gifts in return, like shiny pebbles or bottle caps. It's their way of saying thanks. Fact number 3 will make you question everything. Crows understand complex physics, specifically water displacement. You've all heard the Aesop's fable about the thirsty crow dropping stones into a pitcher to raise the water level, right? Well, scientists decided to test if that was actually true. They presented crows with a tube of water that was too low to drink from, but with a tasty treat floating on top. Next to the tube, they placed a pile of stones. And what did the crows do? Exactly what the fable said. They started dropping the stones into the tube, one by one, methodically raising the water level until they could reach the reward. They even chose the larger, heavier stones over smaller ones, instinctively knowing they would displace more water and get the job done faster. This demonstrates a grasp of cause and effect and abstract reasoning that is simply astonishing. They're not just guessing. They are solving a complex, multi-step problem. Moving on to our 4th amazing fact. Crows hold funerals. Yes, you heard that right. When a crow finds a deceased member of its flock, it doesn't just fly away. It lets out a specific call, gathering other crows from the area. They all perch in nearby trees, observing the fallen crow in silence for a long time. Researchers believe this isn't just about mourning. It's a way to learn. They're gathering information. What happened here? Is there a predator nearby? Is this place dangerous? It's a solemn, communal act of intelligence gathering to ensure the safety of the entire group. They're trying to figure out the cause of death to avoid the same fate. This social learning and caution shows a level of social complexity and awareness that is far more advanced than we ever gave them credit for. It's a somber reminder that these birds have deep social bonds and a powerful drive to protect their community. Okay, get ready for the final, most mind-blowing fact. Crows are capable of meta-tool use. What does that mean? It means they can use a tool to get another tool, which they then use to get a reward. This is a level of planning that was once thought to be exclusive to humans and great apes. In a famous experiment, a crow named 007 was presented with a puzzle. A piece of food was in a box, visible but out of reach. To get it, he needed a long stick, but that long stick was also trapped in a cage. To get the long stick, he needed a shorter stick. So what did he do? He used the short stick to retrieve the long stick, and then used the long stick to get the food. He solved a 3-step puzzle on his first try, without any training. This shows incredible foresight and the ability to plan several steps into the future. It proves they can visualize a problem and its solution in their minds before even starting. They can think about thinking. That's not just bird-brained. That's pure genius. So, there you have it. From crafting their own tools and remembering human faces for years to understanding physics, holding funerals and planning multiple steps ahead to solve complex puzzles, crows have proven themselves to be one of the most intelligent species on the planet. Their brains might be small, but they are incredibly dense with neurons, rivaling the cognitive abilities of a 7-year-old human child in some tasks. The next time you see a crow watching you from a power line, remember, there's a lot more going on behind those sharp, dark eyes than you could ever imagine. They are observing, learning, and remembering. What do you think is the most impressive crow fact? Let me know down below. And which animal genius should I cover next? Drop your suggestions in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this journey into the mind of a crow, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.